Welcome back. Time to look at your sports with me, Lebo Majibanya. We start with Springboks, where they were able to knock off yet another city after gracing an incredible atmosphere in Cape Town. Their tour of the mother city saw them cover both the township and the urban areas in order to ensure no citizen gets left behind during the celebrations of their record-breaking fourth World Cup title victory. Newzroom Afrika's Yolulwe Qoshe was in Cape Town and filed this report.
And what you're hearing now has been the order of the day, the noise coming from the Springboks Rugby World Cup winning trophy tour here in Cape Town. It has come to its conclusion now as we stop at the Cape Town International Airport. But it has not concluded without going to every sphere of the city. We have gone from the luscious long streets to the dusty townships of Langa, everyone equally inspired by the feat of the Springboks. Joining me now to speak more about that is sports journalist Yolulwe Saula. Yolulwe, thank you so much for your time. We've seen what this victory has done to everybody here in Cape Town. They have welcomed the Springboks with open arms, whether we've been in the suburbs or the townships. Yeah. What is the type of impact you have seen from your eyes of being a part of this tour?
Yeah, no, definitely. Look, we started obviously in the CBD, going into Langa, and when we got to Langa, you know, seeing the kids running in the streets, kids that some of them don't even know anything about rugby, some of them chanting the likes of Faf de Klerk, some of them chanting the likes of Dion Fourie, so that was very impactful. You know, you can see what these guys have done with winning this Rugby World Cup for a second time. You know, it has had a huge impact in South Africa. It has had a huge impact in the townships. We moved on to Bontierville, where, you know, people were standing on their roofs, people were carrying banners, people were carrying flags. You know, it has really just done a lot for South Africa, and you know, it's made me feel proud to be South African.
You see young girls in the township screaming Faf de Klerk. You've seen young people from the urban areas saying their favorite players are Bongi Mbonambi, Siya Kolisi, etc. What does that mean now? What has this World Cup victory done for the landscape of South Africa, not just in terms of the rugby aspect, but the human aspect, just transcending all races?
Yeah, definitely. It's combined everyone together. I think in 2019 we said that we were stronger together, but now I think after this World Cup we'll be stronger forever. You know, it's something that has definitely united a whole nation. There's no race, there is no color. It's just about players that are wearing the green and gold, the best players selected to represent South Africa. There's not been one conversation about, you know, someone getting picked because of their color. You know, all of those conversations have been taken and put aside. It's just been about rugby. It's just been about the nation. And we've seen that today. You know, people have come out. It has been superb. It has been amazing. And, you know, it's really nice to see this. And long may it continue, whereby the Springboks continue to unite the country like this. I have no doubt that even in Durban, in East London, the trophy tour will be a success as it was in Cape Town.
How big has that call from Rassie Erasmus been in 2018 to say, listen, we're not going to beat around the bush about transformation, but we're going to do it the right way? When you see the two World Cup wins, when you see the impact of those two World Cup wins, how big was that moment for South African rugby?
It was massive. I think, you know, obviously people who have read Rassie's book will know that he does say in the book that, you know, he was getting called out for making Siya his captain in 2018. But it has just transcended how South Africa sees rugby. Kids in Langa now are playing rugby. We're seeing a lot of kids in Bontierville carrying a rugby ball, wanting signatures. Girls are getting into rugby. Thanks to SA Rugby's, you know, inclusion of women's rugby now. We saw the WXV tour in Cape Town coming to a close last month. So it's been, you know, a roller coaster journey for South Africa. It has been a superb journey, and making that decision to make Siya Kolisi the captain was just, you know, icing on the cake, and it has definitely united South Africa for the better.
And lastly, this particular World Cup victory, what legacy would you like to see it leave behind?
I'd like to, you know, this team, it's going to be tough for the next team in 2027 in Australia to do what this team has done, but you know, the legacy this team leaves behind should then now see the other teams that are coming take on from this team. You know, they need to take on from this team. The coach, whoever's selected, we're still waiting to see who's going to be the next coach. But we hope that this goes forward. We hope that we see more of this. And, you know, in next trophy tours, we want to go to Khayelitsha. We want to go to other areas like Worcester and stuff like that. Because there are people there, people of color, people that are white, that love rugby. it's just united everyone, and you hope that this generation of team, an icon like Siya Kolisi, influences kids on the street to pick up a rugby ball. I think if one kid or two kids pick up a rugby ball in these disadvantaged areas, then South Africa is won.
Thanks so much for your time, Avuyile. Always a pleasure speaking to you. That was Avuyile Sawule, sports journalist, just speaking about the impact of this Rugby World Cup victory, not only to one side of South Africa, but all sides of South Africa. He's also saying he hopes that it will leave a legacy that the next coming generations will only take on from there. And who knows, maybe he's already looked into the future and has seen a three-peat, back-to-back victory in Australia 2027. For Newzroom Afrika, channel 405, I am Yolulwe Qoshe at the Cape Town International Airport in Cape Town.